Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can set up a swipe up link on your Instagram without having 10k followers. So the way that I'm going to show you, you don't need to post an IG story for this, which most of the people are showing. I'm going to show you how you can still go ahead and actually just straight up create a swipe up story with literally 0 followers. I'm going to go ahead and do it and show you. So keep watching the video and make sure you go ahead and hit that like button if it actually works out for you. And with that aside, let's just go ahead and get started with the tutorial. So the easiest way to go ahead and post a swipe up story on your Instagram without having 10k followers is to go ahead and use this app right here. As you can see, it's called the Instagram Plus. Now, another way that a lot of people are talking about on YouTube is using the IGTV glitch to basically go ahead and do it. But it doesn't actually let you post like swipe up story. It's like you have a swipe up story which links to your IGTV thing, and then that's what opens up in like the browser. Now, that's not going to let you capitalize on your audience well. So I'm going to show you how you can do it the best way possible and actually be able to post a swipe up straight onto your Instagram without needing 10k followers. So the way we do this is using this app, as I already mentioned. What this lets us do is actually go ahead and access the story settings to basically go ahead and enable so we can post Instagram stories without 10k followers with a swipe up. So it has a lot of other cool features as well. That's obviously one of them. You can go ahead and read all of these if you want to know more, but I'm going to show you exactly in this video how you can get it so you can post swipe up story on your Instagram. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that we're going to do is just go ahead and simply uninstall this version of the app from this phone so I can show you how it's installed from literally step 1. Now obviously you can't get it from the App Store because it's not really going to be there. That's where the original apps are posted. This is the tweaked app, so we have to get it from a third-party store. I'll be showing you how to do it, so just keep following along. Now before we go ahead and get into the tutorial, just go ahead and make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comment section how you like this video. And with that aside, let's just go ahead and jump right into this tutorial and get the Instagram Plus app. So guys, in order to install this version of the Instagram app onto our iOS or Android based devices, the first thing we have to do is make sure we have the latest version of the Instagram app already installed on the device. Now make sure you have the latest version and not any previous version, because this plus is usually updated for the latest version. If you're running an older one, it's not going to be able to work out with it. So just go ahead and look for the Instagram app on the App Store. And let me go ahead and search for it, and make sure you have the open icon on here instead of update. If you have update, just go ahead and update it. If it's open, just go ahead and open, like you don't have to do anything. If it's open, it means you're on the latest version, and it's going to be the same for Androids as well. Make sure you do that before we move on. Now the next thing we're going to do is basically going to be like only needed for the iOS devices. Android devices don't have to do this. Just make sure you actually, like, whatever browser you're going to need to use to download it actually allows for APKs to be installed. And if you don't know what that is, it's probably going to give you a pop-up, so you don't have to think much about it. But as for the iOS devices, what you're going to do is go ahead and make sure Safari actually allows configuration profiles to be installed. The way you do that is by heading over to the settings option and making sure, first of all, one thing, which is called the app refresh setting. For that, you can just go ahead and simply head over to settings, give it a little scroll up, and it's going to come up with a search bar, and simply search for a refresh on there. So once you search for refresh, there's going to be 2 settings. The first one is going to be under general. The second one is going to be under podcast. So you have to go over to the general one and make sure this option right here says on and nothing else. If you have like a device which doesn't have cellular, in that case, it can say something else. It's totally fine. But if you have cellular, make sure it's on and it's not anything else. And once that's done, the next thing you're going to do is go back to the search once again and search for low power this time. Just go ahead and search for low power, just like that. Now it's like just a substitute of the other option that we just checked like a few seconds ago. This option can also like cause the same issues, so make sure you have this to the right option as well. So basically this is like the low power mode on the iOS devices. Now it's by default going to be disabled unless you go like super low on battery. It's automatically going to enable, and in that case it's going to cause issues with the plus or any like custom apps to work. So make sure that's disabled and not enabled. If you have super low battery, just go ahead and plug your device in and then turn it off. Now once that's done, go back. That's all we have to do. Now we're going to go ahead and simply get the Instagram app. So for that, all we're going to do is just fire up a browser. Now you can use like Chrome or Safari or whatever browser you have on your devices. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just go ahead and head over to this site. It's called yeethub.app. Let me focus that real quick. So it's going to be yeethub.app. Make sure you get it exactly as it is and nothing else. And simply search for the Instagram app on there. So we will search for Instagram. So as you can see, once you search for like Instagram, right, it's going to be right there. Just go ahead and click on it and click on start. Now it's going to take like a few seconds to actually get the signed app for you. So just try to wait for this a few seconds. So once it's done, it's going to take you here where we have all the stuff that we need to get from the App Store. So just go ahead and pretty much read what it says there and simply follow it. So I'm just gonna, for me, it's like pretty much the same every time, so I don't really read it anymore. But if you're doing it for the first time, definitely spend a little bit of time to understand that properly before you actually do it, because if you don't do it right, you're gonna have to do it again. So waste of time. Just make sure you do it right the first time. So that's done. I'll go over to Safari and do the same with the next one. Okay, so it seems that it's already through. Now this is probably because I already had the other one on the device and it let it through. So once you've done all of it, it's just going to take you to this page wherein we actually have all the instructions, further instructions. It's actually going to tell you to restart the device, but you don't have to do it. Don't listen to that. So what you're going to do is actually just respring it. So lock and unlock. And that's pretty much it. So once you unlock, you will have the wherever you had the Instagram app, just look at it, and it's going to change the name of the app to ++. Now that means that has gone through successfully. So if you see this page and for some reason it's not showing the ++, what can be the issue is like the respring thing. On certain iOS devices I've seen like it doesn't actually do it right off. What you have to do is actually restart the device in those cases. After you see it, it means it's all done. Once you see it, it is done. So either you have to respring or you have to restart. So just go ahead and do that and you should have it. And that's how simple it's going to be. If you still have any questions regarding it, I'm going to be available like pretty much on all social medias. Feel free to hit me up on there. And with that, guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.